All right, y'all. What's up, everybody? Welcome to J Junior TV. I'm live on TikTok, so if you're on YouTube, make sure y'all go check out my live. I do this live every Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday at 8 p.m. Central Standard Time. So make sure y'all go tune in for me. And today we got a good show for y'all today. So today, as you can see, as I got on the screen, we're gonna talk about some new evidence that's coming up with Megan Thee Stallion and I'm gonna say DDG and Tory Lanez. So we got that going on, and DDG and Halle Bailey. We got some more drama with them going on. I'm gonna tell y'all what's to watch on what's in theaters. Give you something to watch in theaters. You know, new movies come out every week, almost every week. So I'm gonna tell y'all what's in theaters right now, and then I'm gonna tell you some information that you need when you start traveling. So if you want to get on the plane with no problems, you might want to stick around. And I got pretty much, and some more stuff, some Zeus stuff in here, some ratchet stuff. All right, y'all, so we're going to get this thing started. So make sure y'all buckle in, come in. Thank y'all for the likes, share the live, and let's get this show started. All right, so apparently there has been some new evidence when it comes to this whole Megan and Tory situation. Quite frankly, I'm tired of talking about it. I'm tired of hearing about it. I'm tired of seeing about it. It's been 3 years now, and we still talking about it. But apparently, Kelsey, y'all know Megan's best friend, apparently her bodyguard has come out and spoken and said that he overheard her, Kelsey, admit to pew-pewing Megan Thee Stallion, and it wasn't Tory. And the part that's confusing me is, I don't understand why Kelsey has a bodyguard. I don't get that. But whatever. So, Tory legal team has spoken about this, and I'm going to play the video for y'all.
More times. In essence, Mr. Peterson never shot anybody. Never even touched that gun. Never fired the gun.
Y'all can hear it?
This statement aligns with the statement.
Hold on. Make sure y'all can hear that fine, right? Because yesterday was problems. Y'all can hear it? We good? Okay. Cool.
Of the only non-party witness to the case, Mr. Sean Kelly, who at trial testified he saw two women fighting, two men break up the fight, one man grabbed the other one's arm. Gunshots came from the passenger side. Passenger side is where Miss Harris was sitting. This further iterates that Mr. Peterson did not shoot Miss Pete, did not shoot at Miss Pete, or did not assault Miss Pete. It's just another irregularity in a list of irregularities in this case. More times.
All right, so that's from Tory's legal team. So as you can hear, he is stating that, you know, Kelsey bodyguard spoke up and explained what he's seen happen. And they said, you know, the pew-pew came from the passenger side from where Kelsey was sitting at. So the evidence are showing that Kelsey was the one who, apparently these are the new evidence that's coming out. So that's what we got going on with that. And my whole thing is with this situation, first of all, if Kelsey was the one who pew Megan Thee Stallion, why did Tory take the fall? That doesn't make sense to me. That just doesn't make sense. If I know I didn't shoot whatever. If I know I didn't shoot somebody and I'm at risk of going to jail for 10 plus years, I'm telling. I'm not going to jail for somebody. I'm not finna ruin my reputation and just, you know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna do that. So it just doesn't make sense for somebody who is innocent for them not to say anything. Then, if y'all remember, Tory's legal team told him not to take the stand. You crazy as hell. You should have took that damn stand. If you innocent, you should have took that damn stand and say you didn't pew Megan and it was Kelsey. I don't get it. Exactly, Kimberly. I ain't doing time for nobody. I'll be singing like a canary, for real. Not all people think like that. Sometimes I feel like it's cool. And then I keep hearing everybody was talking about, you know, Tory was trying to live by the street code. He didn't want to seem like a snitch. Man, fuck that. I'll be snitching my ass off like canary, like Kim Lee said. I'll be singing like a canary. So that's the part I don't get. And then also, I was trying to bring the video up, but I also seen that, allegedly they trying to pin the whole thing that happened to Tory on Megan, which is stupid. I covered this yesterday. That's stupid. What is Megan gonna gain from putting a hit on Tory in jail? At the end of the day, she won. She won the case. She's out living her life and he's in jail. So how is that gonna benefit her? All that's gonna do is just bring her down even more. It's bad enough that her name is attached to this whole Tory situation. She can't get away from it. And now y'all talking about y'all trying to pin it on her now? Come on now. Come on now. That's less than smart to do. That's a dumbass thing to do. Think. Think, people, think. So Megan Thee Stallion team has spoken since this press conference came out. Let me go to it. All right, so y'all can see that. So this is what Megan's team had to say, her attorney had to say. It says, where we at? All right, so this was said. Tory Lanez was tried and convicted by a jury of his peers, and in his case was properly adjudicated through the court system. This is not a political matter. This is a case of violent assault that was resolved in the court of law. So that's what Megan's team had to say since the press conference came out. And so they pretty much saying, hey, this was already solved. The evidence was proven in court. This was appeared. I mean, this was brought up in front of a jury. So yeah, we don't understand why we keep bringing this up. But what y'all think? How y'all feeling about it? Do y'all feel like Kelsey was the one who pew Megan? Or do y'all feel like it was Tory who pew Megan? Do y'all still feel the same? Or do y'all feel like it's changing? Do you feel like it's different? You never know. Megan's an Aquarius. Here y'all go with the signs. All right, y'all. We finna move on to the next situation. Another dispute, domestic dispute. Okay, Kimberly says she don't know exactly. Yeah, I can feel you on that. But like I said, my whole thing is, if Tory is innocent, why didn't you say anything? All these new evidence that's coming out, why haven't this been brought up already? You feel, y'all get what I'm saying? Y'all should have did all this in court while it was going on. But hey, I digress. All right, y'all. So y'all know the whole situation with DDG and Halle Bailey. Halle was allegedly physically assaulted by DDG in a car. She posted bruise marks on her arm and she had chipped her front tooth while their baby Halo was in the car and everything. It was a court documents that was posted that she got the restraining order, and now, as you can see, as an update, Halle has sole custody of Halo until their next court date on June 4th. So that's what we got going on. And that is sad. All of this is very sad. And who really going to suffer from this is Halo, baby Halo. And yeah. Also, the thing that I don't understand about this whole situation is why everybody think Halle is lying about being abused. I don't get it. I don't get it. Not only that, you have people like Scrappy from Love and Hip Hop. Y'all know Lil Scrappy, the rapper. He said he made a post talking about why y'all don't be supporting the men when the women tell lies to persuade a public opinion. And this was all based off the assumption that DDG had that Halle was on vacation with Halo on Mother's Day with Brent Fireass, because the internet DDG allowed the internet to gaslight him into thinking that Halle and Brent Fryas, the artist, was together, and that wasn't the case. Cause Brent posted and said that he was in Turks and Caicos, while Halle was in a different location. So that turns out to be false. And so then, as you can see in the screenshot, uh, DDG had messaged Halle, saying some crazy stuff to her. So that turned out to be false. And the crazy thing about it is, it just sucks that, yeah, women do be lying. You do have some women who lie about domestic situations and stuff, but it just sucks because those the type of women who makes it harder for women who actually is getting abused, because people want to go around and lie about their situation. So it's like, yes, I do want to say this. I do believe that if you are lying about getting abused, you should do some type of jail time. You should, or you should face some type of fine, some type of repercussion need to happen to you if you lying about DV. And like I said, it just sucks because you make it harder for women who out here who's actually is getting abused. Crazy. Also, DDG brother spoke out, saying this is what DDG brother had to say. Hold on.
Parents, bro. But them niggas is so, this internet is killing me, bro. Them niggas so goddamn powerful, bro. Them two niggas is so powerful, they don't need each other, bro. So it's just like, bro, you can manipulate any situation to be like, bro, it ain't nothing I can do, bro. It's nothing I can do to what.
One thing I hate about the younger generation, I don't know how old he is, but one thing I hate about the younger generation is they always gotta say bruh, bro. You don't have anything, you don't have no other vocabulary other than bro, bruh, gang. Like trying to talk to a YN, trying to have a conversation with a YN is annoying.
Bro, you
but
think
this
my
what else
brother
he said.
Listen, let me say this, bro. Do you think that my fucking brother, would hit a fucking movie star? Do you think that my brother would beat a fucking movie star? Y'all fucking serious? If they called the police, they're going on the way. Come on, bro. Do you think that Halle would hit my brother? This popular ass nigga? Do you think that they could be hitting each other, bro? No. Now, they must have fussed and got.
Alright, so that's what he had to say. First of all, I want to say, what do you being a movie star got to do with you not being hit? Movie stars get hit every day. We can look it up. It's a whole rap sheet of movie stars getting hit. That has nothing to do with it. Then he also said, everything is false. Do you think they would be fighting each other? Then where did the bruises come from? How did Halle chip a tooth? How did Halle get bruises on her arm? Where did all the bruises come from? If this is false. And then again, like I said yesterday, to reiterate what I said yesterday, what benefit is Halle going to get from lying on DDG about being abused? What is Halle going to gain from that? Think about it. Again, I ain't trying to harp on what I talked about yesterday, but use your freaking brains. What is she going to get out of it? Because if it comes out that she's lying, her career is pretty much over with. Nobody going to want to work with her. There's no benefit. It's not. Halle Berry was abused by Wesley Snipes. Oh, I didn't know that one. I know Halle dealt with DV before, but I didn't know it was Wesley Snipes. Okay, first out. Hold on, why is my chat box ain't popping up? Hold on, y'all. Popular people hit each other every day, right? Back in the day, it was nah, I mean. Oh, Kimberly, you old school with that. Chris Brown. Right. Hold on, y'all. Let me adjust something real quick. Okay, there you go. There go my chat box. I don't know what happened. What was going on with that? All right. So that's the whole thing that's going on with this whole situation with DDG and Halle. So prayers out to Halle. I hope they get this situation settled. And yeah. Alright, y'all, we're gonna move on. We're gonna move on. Y'all plan what's y'all plans this weekend? Are y'all planning on going to the movies? Because here's what we got going on this weekend. Kimberly, get up and go to the movies. You like an old stick in the mud. Get up. Have some fun. All right, y'all. So this is what we have in the movies this weekend. So moving to the left to the right. So here where you see the skeleton at, that's where we're going to start from. So we have another Final Destination movie called Bloodlines. I actually want to see this. So with this one, it's pretty much about a grandmother who witnessed a tragic event, like how Final Destination movies be. So it's about a grandmother. She witnessed an event. She had a premonition of a premonition or a vision of people dying, and then she saved everybody. So we fast forward decades later into the future, decades later, she got grandkids and everything, and so now Death has come back and want to reclaim his payment. So now Death is trying to take out her whole bloodline, and y'all know how Final Destination movies go. Is it a ticket for y'all? It's a ticket for me. I definitely will be watching this one. Moving on. So, So next to Final Destination. Yeah, Sinners was really good. I'm going to see it. Okay, tell us about it. So moving on to the next one. This one's called Hurry Up Tomorrow. Right. Okay, I want to make sure. So this is called Hurry Up Tomorrow. Right. Hurry Up Tomorrow is based on the artist, The Weeknd. Y'all know The Weeknd. He's the pop star or whatever. Drake discovered him. So Jenna Ortega and The Weeknd is in this movie, and this is loosely based on The Weeknd's life. And this is supposed to be his way of telling that he's done with the industry and what it takes to get to where he's at, and he want to retire. So it's loosely based on The Weeknd's life. And looking at the trailer, it look okay from the trailer, from what I've seen. Moving on, we got Fight or Flight. This is basically an action movie about a mercenary. He must take out one of his, people, one of his hits, but somehow the plane is full with a bunch of assassins. And so the person he's supposed to take out, they team up and they take everybody out in a plane. That's pretty much what it is. Then we got Shadow Force with Kerry Washington and Omar Sy. They play an assassin couple who's on the run from their employer who's trying to unalive them, and he kidnaps their son. So now they on a mission trying to get their son back, and yeah, so that's what's going on. Damn, Kim, what you got? Kim, you don't like Kerry Washington, you don't like Tiana Taylor, what you got against them? So next we got Thunderbolts. This is a Marvel movie. It's about anti-heroes becoming heroes. And ain't much to say about it. I don't know nothing about the Thunderbolts, so I can't really give y'all much on it. And then last but not least, we still have Sinners with Michael B. Jordan, still hanging in there strong. So if you haven't seen Sinners yet, I advise you to go see it. I don't know what you're waiting on, but go see Sinners. Kim, go see it. Sinners is really good, especially if you like the Black history and facts and everything like that. It's kind of got some truth to it. I say go check it out. It's not as scary because it is a vampire movie, but it's not just a vampire movie. It got some good gems, some good symbolisms in going in there. So yeah, go check it out. Right, everybody, go tell Kim. Come on, come on. All right, y'all. Moving on. This is what y'all need to know if you plan on traveling through air. So you must have a real ID if you want to travel domestically. Let me change this real quick. Okay, maybe that's better. There we go. All right. So if y'all want to travel, you must have a real ID if you want to travel. If you have your passport is fine. You can still use your passport, but if you don't, you have to have your real ID if you want to travel domestically. So starting May 7th, which was last week, that's what you need if you want to travel now. So I advise y'all to go to y'all local DMV and sign up for the real ID. And like I said, even though you do have your passport, you don't need it. But you know how when you travel to a different state, everybody be having different laws and different requirements, especially if you're trying to go out the country. I'll just say, to avoid the hassle, get your real ID. Even if you do have your passport, get your real ID. It's nothing worse than being held up at the airport when you're trying to get somewhere, especially when you're going on vacation. Get your real ID. All right, so these are the requirements that you need if you don't have your passport. This is what you need. You will need your birth certificate, so you need that. You need your social security card or number. You need to have proof of your address and proof of a signature that you have. So if you have your driver's license, most likely your signature is on there, or your state ID. Yeah. So those are what you need if you want to apply for the real ID. Get it. Get it, people. Get it. I'm going. Okay. Anthony said he going Monday. Good. He on it. I might go see Shadow Force and Thunderbolts and Sinners again. Okay. Marion. All right. Come on, Kim. Let's go. Y'all need to go see. What you mean, Dakota? Dakota says she has no business traveling with 3 kids. Yes, you do. Take them to Disney World. It's expensive. But yeah, just because you got 3 kids doesn't mean you can't travel. Travel. Take them with you. Hey, hold on. Let me blow this up. Let me blow this up real quick. No, we found right here. I got a friend who has a kid, and if she want to go on the trip, she gonna bring her kid with her. It don't matter if it is an adult trip. She ain't missing no trip. She always bring her kid with her. She ain't missing no trip. She ain't missing no trip. She always bring her kid with her. Speaking of airports, also, since we on the subject of airports, y'all need to watch the TSA, because if you ever was missing something when you was going through airport security, most likely TSA stole something. So here's a video of a man, a TSA worker in Miami International Airport, was going through people's bags and he stole. We just gonna play it. Whoop.
I didn't think this was gonna turn up the way. I didn't think this was gonna turn up the way it did.
Probably because you're wearing.
Come on, man.
Yeah.
That was supposed to be the next story. All right, so here's the video. As you can see, you see him going through somebody's bag. He's getting a wallet. It looked like it's a Louis Vuitton or Gucci bag. And you see it. You see his hand. He already took what it is out. I don't know if that was a phone or what. I really can't see. But yeah. So yeah, people, watch it. Watch it. Watch TSA. Keep your eyes locked on them. You don't want your stuff. Right, you can't travel with good stuff. It's a shame. And since TikTok already blew my spot up, already exposed the next story, I thought this was pretty funny. You know, TSA getting a little too handsy. Ah, come on. Okay. TikTok acting stupid now.
I didn't think this was gonna turn up the way it did.
Probably because you weren't.
Like, how far is too far?
Yeah.
Like, look at this. You do not need to do this when you checking somebody. Like, look at this. You, come on now. Come on now. Lawsuit. That is a lawsuit.
I didn't think
And
this
he
was
just
gonna turn up
smiling.
the way it did.
That is a
Probably
lawsuit.
because you weren't compression shorts.
That is a lawsuit. Cause you touching my private part too many times. You grazing over too many times. That is a lawsuit. That is a lawsuit. Hey, Kim. Kim, you sit down somewhere. You don't need to be applying. You already did your one thing, and we ain't gonna keep bringing it up. we gonna leave it at that. Playing pocket pool, and he just wanted to go to Miami. Wait, I need this TSA job. Y'all some freaks. Y'all some freaks. All right, y'all. So I have a special guest. I have a special guest in the building, y'all. Hold on. So, my special guest, can you please send the guest request to come up? You will see, you will see, you will see. Here we go, here we go. Okay, here we go. Oh, let me make sure this ain't still playing.
Hello?
Welcome in.
Hey, can you hear me?
I hear you perfectly. Are you able to turn your camera on?
Let me.
Hold on, y'all. I'm just trying to fit something.
Do you see me?
I see you perfectly. Okay, here we go. Expand.
Hey.
Oops. Hold on, y'all. We just getting these little kinks out the way. So you can't do it side by side. Whatever. All right, y'all. So what we have here today, we have a special guest in the building. Her name is Marion Edwards. She's an artist here in Chicago, and she's also an actress. And she also is a very personal, close friend of mine. She's like a sister of mine. And we've been rocking with each other for almost 10 years now. So, Marion, why don't you come on,
Yes.
introduce yourself, and tell us why are you here? What you got going on this weekend?
All right, everybody. My name is Marion Edwards. I am an actress and a singer. And this weekend, I am offering a live Zoom sessions for anyone who wants to get started in the not the music. I'm so sorry, the acting industry. The best way that I think to get your feet wet and to really see what it's about is to become a background artist. A background artist is someone who you see like walking in the background of a major scene with another actor or main actor in the scene. And they could be playing in the park. They could be in the movies. They fill up the movie theater. They could be people that's working at an office for an office scene. They really just add realism to any show, any film, any set period, because without them, it doesn't work. So a little bit about myself is I started off as a background artist. I went from being behind the scenes on shows like Chicago PD Empire, Chicago Fire, Crisis, Chicago Med, to now having my own episode in Chicago Fire. And I have a movie that's being released this coming June. So, you guys, you see I have my little doggy with me? It's storming. It's storming. So he's so scared. Kirby, it's gonna be okay.
All right, so
He's so scared, but yes.
now what made you get into what made you want to do this Zoom session? Why you want to give this valuable information out to the public?
Because I had so many people asking me how to get started and where to go and what to do and what it really takes. And I think that this is the advice that I wish somebody would have told me, or that I wish I would have had before I got started, to know if it was something I really wanted to do, or if I, like, I'll leave that alone. But when I did it, I really loved it and was like, man, I can do this. So when people have the Zoom session with me, I'm telling them like everything they need to know so that they're prepared and they feel comfortable when they get to set. Put
Okay.
their mind at ease, not nervous,
Right. Okay. So, what can you give us? What set you worked on before?
That's what I'm saying. I worked on Chicago Fire,
Right.
Chicago Med, Chicago PD. Then I did Empire. Then I did Chirac. Then I did Crisis. And then, I stopped doing background work and stand-in work, and then I became someone who was in front of the camera. So I had my full circle moment from being background on Chicago Fire to now having lines and having a role. I've done other plays, major plays, and now I'm doing a movie that will be released June 11th. I'm really excited about that premiere, and I'm really excited for it to be released for you all to see it as well.
Okay. Can you tell us more about the movie? What's your role in the movie?
Okay, so this movie is called Standby, and it's basically about people who get stranded at an airport and they're waiting to catch a flight to get home for the holidays to their family. And I play one of the airport workers, and she's quite something. I can't
Okay.
wait for you to see it.
So is
Yeah.
she feisty or what? She rude?
She's a little flirtatious, put it like that.
Oh, okay. Okay. And when can we expect to see this movie?
Around the holidays. It is for Christmas, so it's a Christmas movie, but the premiere is happening in June. I wish I could invite everybody, but I can't do that right now. But
I'm
I
going,
just,
y'all. I'm going.
of course, you're my boy. You're my boy. Yes.
Awesome. So, for anybody who have interest, well, hold on, let me blow myself back up.
Yes. Anybody who is interested in knowing how to get started, I'm going to have a free Zoom session this Saturday at 1 o'clock. The link is on my page, and my page is The Goddess Marian, TheGoddessMarian. And on there, you will find my link tree, and then you can find my link. So it'll be a free, like, 15-20 minute Zoom just to get you started, to see if this is something you want to do. And it's a great idea because it's a perfect way to be on set, see some of your favorite actors, and get paid for doing so, and then see yourself with your family and friends when it actually airs on TV or when it goes to the big screen. So I hope to
Dope,
see.
dope. Also, you guys, I also started as background. I started as an extra at first, then I upgraded to a stand-in, and then I started doing stunts. Then I also started working in movies. I had done a couple movies myself, so yeah. Hey, she's the real deal. Trust me, I would not bring out somebody who's on BS. She know what she's talking about. She's educated in the field that she's talking about. So make sure y'all go sign up. So if y'all can't see, I have it at the banner down here below, as you can see, her TikTok and Instagram. So the link is in her bio, so you can go check it out. All right, Marion.
I look forward to connecting with you guys, and what a great show.
All right, thank you. What? Any thoughts on the show? Anything you want to sign off on?
I don't do horror, okay? I don't do horror movies, but I really, really, really enjoy Sinners. I thought it was excellently, very well done. Very
Okay.
well done, and some Oscars should be given out. That's what I'm going to say.
Yes. 100% agree. Yes. All right, Marion. Thank you for coming on.
All right, you guys, see you.
No worry, I'll drop you down. Kim talking about She thought we was inviting her to a TikTok wedding. You funny. All right, y'all. So, like she said, you know, check out the link at the bottom, the banner at the bottom. You have a TikTok. It's the Goddess Marion, the Goddess Marion. That's on TikTok and Instagram. So you can click on the link in the bio. The Zoom session is this Saturday. So hey, if you have any interest of being an actor and you want to get your feet wet, you know, you're not sure if you want to step into it fully, you just want to see how it is, background is the way to go. You know, a lot of people started off as background. I know Taraji P. Henson started off as background. A lot of people started. If you look at movies, especially older movies, you can see a lot of celebrities that are big today was background back in the day. So yeah, go check her out, y'all. Go check her out. That is the Goddess Marion. So make sure y'all go check her out. And before we get up out of here, y'all, right, you gotta start somewhere. Hey, movie guy, what's good? Hades, welcome in, welcome in. Let me move it back. But exactly. All right, y'all. So here's the last story of the day. So Zeus issuing an apology. So if y'all don't know, it's this girl on Zeus on this girl on this show called Baddies. Her name is Summer, and she made a comment talking about that's why you got your ass beat and you looking like Emmett Till. Yes, that's what she said. And so then she caught a lot of backlash, and now she came out with an apology saying, you know, she wasn't educated on the matter and everything like that. She's sorry that she's offended the family and everything, but the family wasn't going. So Emmett Till family was not going, and they's actually trying to sue Zeus for that comment. And if y'all remember back in the day, Lil Wayne also made a comment about Emmett Till in his rap verse, and he caught a lot of backlash for that. So yeah, so now you have the CEO, Lemmy Plummer, has now issued an apology. I ain't finna read that. That shit too small for me to see. I can't see that, and it's on my laptop, so it's hard for me to see. So basically, he's saying, you know, they apologize for on her behalf. You know, they taking this time to educate their audience on the matter. And they cast, there we go, they cast. They're taking this time to educate their cast on this matter. They want to apologize to the family and everything. And blase. But my thing is, y'all aired it. Y'all knew what she said, and y'all aired it. Zeus know what y'all doing. Y'all kept it in there because y'all know it's gonna get people talking and boost the ratings up. And yeah, y'all knew what y'all was doing. But my question is, exactly, Clem, they knew. But my question is, do y'all think Zeus is detrimental to the black community? Cause you know on Zeus they don't do nothing but fight on Zeus now. You know, Zeus was a influencer market where you had TV shows and stuff like that. You had people like D Storm. I don't know if y'all ever heard of him. You had people like D Storm, B Simone, Pretty V, a whole King Back or King Botch. A whole bunch of influencers had their own show on Zeus, but then it's like once the Real Chance of Love came out and then Baddies came out. No, The Conversation. Once that show came out, it's just like Zeus just went. Rrr. But do y'all feel like Zeus is detrimental to the black community? Because I'm half and half about it. On one half, I'm like, I would say yeah, because I would say yes if Zeus was a primetime television network or a primetime TV show that everybody can watch. But my thing is, you have to click on Zeus. You have to go subscribe to Zeus and actually watch it yourself. So you have to go and watch it. Okay, somebody said Real Chance of Love was on VH1. My bad. It was called Chance of Love. My bad. You know what I meant. Chance had his own show on Zeus called Chance of Love. Yeah, I wish they'd take it away. I never was really into it. Too much drama, definitely. All right, why my chat box ain't coming up? Oh, here it is. Let me make it a little bit. Ooh, that's probably too much. I never watched. Hey, Kim, you ain't missing nothing with Zeus. You ain't missing nothing at all. It ain't nothing but Ratchet TV. I admit I be watching it sometimes myself just to when nothing else is on. I admit that I watch it, but yeah, I said that because the only show black people in one dynamic. That is true. You old. Um, yes. And then I believe Lemmy Plummer came out like maybe a year ago and said, you know, people did we did have these positive shows, but I guess nobody wasn't watching and they felt like drama was selling, so they kept doing that. You're right, we are all not fighting. It just and then you know another thing they get on my nerves with Zeus. Well, not even with Zeus, a thing with women, especially the younger generation, all the IG baddies and everything. When they introduce themselves, why do they always gotta turn around and shake their ass every single time? Like for example, it could be somebody named, I'm just naming somebody Tabitha. Tabitha would hop on set like, hey everybody, my name is Tabitha. Turn around, bend over and shake her ass. Like, are you a dog? That's how you greet people? Are you a dog? I don't get it. I don't get it. I hate that so much. Hey. Like, damn. And I definitely want to say the show Baddies definitely have fried the younger generation of women and girls' brains. Because everybody want to fight. Everybody be short-tempered. Everybody be using the slang and lingo they be saying on the show. It's a mess. It's a mess. It is a mess. TikTok used to be educational. Now they show is 90 Day Fiance. Welcome in everybody. Oh, TLC. Okay, got you. I was like I'm like TikTok. It's really bad for the community. And if what's going on in America is not looking good for us. I agree. All right, y'all. So before we get out of here, I got something that's kind of funny, not funny. I saw this post of baby pictures of celebrities, and let's see if we can guess who they are. This is the last topic for the night. So let's see if we can guess who they are. Hold on. Hello. I think this is pretty obvious. This is Tyler Perry. Right. That's pretty obvious. All right, we're gonna move on to the next. I know who this is. I can't think of her name right now. I know who this is. The only thing that's come to my mind right now, she played the manager in The Temptations. Vanessa. I can't think of her last name, but yeah, Vanessa. Yep. She played in a lot of movies, so okay. This looks like Tiffany Haddish. I don't know. I'm sorry, but her ass look like she bite. Yeah, this looks like Tiffany Haddish. I don't know. Tamar. Nah, this ain't no Tamar. I don't know who that is. We know who this is. Wendy Williams. We know who this is. Wesley Snipes. Yeah, this is like Wesley Snipes. I don't know. I don't know who this is. Y'all know? Nah, I don't think this is Tiana Taylor. I don't know who this is. Okay, Anthony said LaToya Luckett. I can see that. Okay, maybe. I can see that now. Yeah, I can see that. Kim Porter? Is this Kim Porter? Yeah, okay. Kim. Viola Davis. Woo, that hair boy. Definitely Viola Davis. Oprah. I want to say Wanda Sykes. It looked like Wanda Sykes. I don't know who this is. Stevie J. I don't think this is Stevie J. He ain't got that rat face. Oh, this a boy? My bad. I don't know. Hey, my bad. It's just all fun and games over here. If you ever watch this. Jasmine Guy. Yeah. I know, we know who that is. Jasmine Guy. This a grown ass man child. I could tell you that much. I don't know who this is. Y'all got any clue? I don't know. Yeah. That's drawing a blank for me. Rick Fox? I don't know. I don't know who this is. Kim talking about Wanda Sykes again. Oh, Cuba Gooding Jr. Okay. Alright. That's what the goddess Marion said. This is like Sade. Yeah, this gotta be. The face still similar. What y'all think? Sade? We seen this too many times. Beyonce. I have no idea who this can be. Do y'all know? Nah, Beyonce. This was Beyonce. This one was Beyonce. I don't know who this is. Yeah. Don't know. Regina Hall. You can clearly see that's Regina Hall. So we got one person saying Gladys Knight and somebody saying Natalie Cole. So which one? Gladys Knight? By the nose, I would say Gladys Knight. By the nose. She have a very distinct nose. So it's probably Gladys Knight. But yeah, Regina Hall, definitely. Same face. It's the same face. Come on now. Woo 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 woo. This is obvious. This is so obvious. What's up? Get the stepping. Martin. Come on now. Damn, Gina. So obvious. Those ears. Lorenz Tate. Gotta be Lorenz Tate. Yeah. Alright, let's see what these comments talking about. Let's see what they talking about in these comments. Let's see. Oh, okay, so here go the list. So I can't see the first one. I don't know why they ain't showing the first one. So the second one was Vanessa Bell Callway. We got that. Hold on, Right, we said that was Tyler Perry. Vanessa Bell Calloway, so we got that. Oh, Anthony. When you was close, they saying it's Tony Braxton. So Anthony, I guess you get half of a point. You said Tamar, so you was in the family. This don't look like Tony. I would have thought Tiffany Haddish. But hey, then we already knew that was Wendy. We knew this was Wesley Snipes. Anthony said LaToya Luckett. Okay, we knew. Okay, Kim Porter, Viola Davis, Oprah, Pharrell. I don't see it. That's for real. Okay. Jasmine Guy. We got that. Judge Mathis. I don't see it. I don't see it. Y'all see it? Maybe if he put the glasses on. I need him to say crackhead. But yeah, I don't see it. Marion got this one. Cuban Gooding Jr. I said this was Sade. Beyonce. Oh, they said this is Halle Berry. I guess I see it. Y'all see Halle Berry? Yeah. Okay, we got that one. Gladys Knight. Yep. Regina Hall, Martin, and Lorenz Tate. All right, y'all. So that was a little fun little game. All right, y'all. So this is at the end of the show. Y'all got 5 minutes. Do anybody want to send a guest request and come up and sound off on the topics that we talked about today? We talked about the whole Megan Thee Stallion Tory trial thing going on, DDG and Halle Bailey, the TSA and the Real ID stuff. So yeah, anybody want to come on and share their thoughts? We got 5 minutes. If not, well, if somebody don't send no requests in 2 minutes, I'm out. How long I've been recording? Almost an hour. All right, so our special guest Marion coming back on. All right. We need more baby pits.
Can you hear me?
Yes, I'm waiting for the screen to pop up. Okay, here we go. So what you want to sign off on?
So I heard that, I don't know how true this is, but I heard that the Real ID is like giving over your permission and kind of saying that the government owns you in a way. So if they want to lock you down or tell you you can't go somewhere or you can't do this, you're giving them permission. That's why you were required to provide so many documents.
I mean, pretty much they already kind of locking you down because they're saying you can't travel without it. If you have a passport, you can still travel, but if you don't, then you need the Real ID.
Right. So that's my only thing. I would say do your research. Just like I'm going to do more research after I heard that to make
Yeah.
sure you know what you're getting into. Because for them to require your birth certificate, your social security card, like the things that are very personal to you, why do you have to provide all of that personal information just to get an ID? We, never had to do that before. So it's
Re-
something to that. I just don't know what.
really, I have. I mean, you got to do that for your passport.
For your passport, yes, but not
Yeah.
for your driver's license, though.
It's not a driver's license. It's a ID to
But
travel.
right, but the real ID is going to be used in place of your driver's license, or you have to get the the 5 star one. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
So it's like they're phasing it out for a reason. It's for a reason. I just don't know what the reason is.
Okay. All right. Um, welcome in. Anything else you want to say?
No, that's
Oh,
it. I would
all
just say
right.
people do their research before you just do it.
Got it. Got it. All right, Anthony. Welcome in, brother. What you want
Hey,
to
what's
sound?
going on? What's going on? I wanted to. I haven't heard that what she was talking about the ID, so I
Hmm.
guess I'll look more into it too. I have my passport, but um, comment on that real quick. But I wanted to say about how disappointed I was with this Holly and DG stuff. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
Something definitely happened. The chip tooth. They showed that bruise on her.
Right.
I just I wish it didn't come to all of this. You know what I mean? But I
I,
still feel like I don't know. I would love to know what happened a little bit more in detail. You know,
yeah, me too.
but
Me too.
it'll come out.
Yeah, it definitely will come out.
But they
But one
signed a
thing,
Beyonce label, so shit, I don't know. We still
well,
don't know
they,
about the elevator.
I think they left that Halle and Chloe. I think they left.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay,
I think they
okay.
left. But I will say this: in order to get a restraining order, you have to prove that the person you getting it on was doing some type of harm to you or
Hmm.
potentially can do. So the judge ain't going to grant it for no reason. So it had to be in something. And also I seen a report or article talking about there's a video that has not been released yet of DDG like snatching the Ring camera off and all type of
Mm.
crazy stuff. So, and like you said, in time we will see.
Yeah, she got that full custody. I mean, I think that says a lot, but yeah, I don't know at the
Yeah.
same time. But yeah, I hate to see it. Um, what else? What else? What else? Oh yeah, Sinners is really, really good. I mean, I recommend y'all go check that out. It was really, really good. I don't haven't been watching movies too much because they're all predictable now. So I'm being movie
Yeah.
theaters. I'm like, this is gonna happen. I mean, I don't like that. So this Sinners is it really took me for a turn. It's a really good movie and it's worth checking out.
All right. Yes. Yes, it is. Yes, it is.
Uh, I appreciate you, man.
I
Doing your
appreciate you
thing,
coming up.
man. Shout out. Definitely support, man.
Thank you,
Thanks for
thank
having
you,
me up.
thank you. Yep, no problem. All right, Charles. Do anybody else want to come up before I get the fuck up out of here? Hold on. All right, y'all. Oh, oops. All right, y'all. So I want to say thank y'all all for coming in tonight. Thank y'all for sending the gifts. Thank you for everybody who participated. Thank you. Let's get a special shout out to our special guest, Marion, again. If y'all want to go check her out, make sure you go to her page, The Goddess Marion. That's on IG and TikTok. And make sure y'all sign up for her Zoom session if you want to step into the acting world. If you want to get your feet wet. Also, for all my YouTube people who out here watching this on YouTube, hey, if you want to go check me out, I'm live Tuesday through Thursday, 8 p.m. Central Standard Time. So if you on the East Coast, that's 9 o'clock Mountain Time, 7, and in the Pacific Time, California, 6 o'clock. So go check me out, and all these videos will be posted on YouTube in case y'all missed it. So yeah, I'm out. I'll see y'all next week. Good night.